So fentanyl is something that I've always heard of in years past in like Philadelphia and back east, and it was always a big push back there. And it has just recently, within the last 5 years, started to grow in this part of the region. In the beginning, fentanyl was really laced with other drugs because it was more expensive and it would make the drug stronger. So street drugs had fentanyl laced in it, and so people were taking what they thought was one thing, but it was actually laced with fentanyl. And because the rise in the availability of fentanyl in this part of the region, fentanyl has actually become cheaper. And so now we're seeing just straight fentanyl usage. And so we're seeing more overdoses associated with fentanyl. It's so addictive that it's sometimes the same person you'll see every couple of weeks until they overdose. And the sad part is someone may get some help and detox and come back out and go back to using the same dosage they thought they could use in the beginning, and their levels in their body has adjusted out to where now that's a lethal dose. So it's a very vicious circle. What differentiates pure fentanyl from other intoxicants that we've seen in the past, proper protective equipment like gloves and things like that are normally good enough. But fentanyl, it's so strong that just a few small amount of straight fentanyl can absorb through the skin, and actually it can kill you. And you can go online and see videos. In fact, we'll have a video of an officer that was overcome just processing evidence. He had gloves on, but it got in the air and he breathed it in, and he was overdosing, and so he had to have Narcan administered by other officers. And so it's a little bit different. You know, some other stuff, normally if you wear gloves, it's not really airborne, but handling things you think are one thing like Xanax, and it's actually fentanyl, if it breaks apart and gets in the air, that's the dangerous part of it. And it's much more potent than heroin or anything else.